Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to second meeting to Introduction to Linguistic class. And today's topic is about English phonetics and phonology. Just like what we have discussed last week, that the next meeting is going to be about this. So yeah, perhaps some of you prior to entering this department might think that, oh, I want to learn how to speak English correctly like native speakers. I want to sound really native, and every time I watch foreign movies, English speaking movies, or listening to English podcasts, I always adore how they pronounce English words correctly. So yeah, this is how you should pay attention to production of sounds in the topic of English phonetics and phonology. Now let's begin with phonetics. If you have tried looking at a standard dictionary, perhaps you will find some different alphabets in a slice on how to read a certain words. Yes, those are phonetic symbols, and that's what we are going to study now. Phonetics is the branch of linguistics that deals with the study of speech, sounds, their articulation and production, description, and representation by written symbols. And a linguist who specializes in phonetics is known as a phonetician. There are three branches of phonetics: articulatory phonetics, auditory phonetics, and acoustic phonetics. And you have to remember that in phonetics, it does not apply in English only, but phonetics is applied to all languages in the world that will explain how some words are pronounced. Now let's learn more about phonology. Phonology is the study of how sounds are organized and used in natural languages. The phonological system of a language includes an inventory of sounds and their features, and rules which specify how sounds interact with each other. It analyzes the sound of patterns in a particular language by determining which phonetic sounds are significant and explaining how the sounds are interpreted by a native speaker. Yeah, so actually phonetics is something we study inside phonology. So phonology is the big umbrella and phonetics is one of the aspects we are talking about. And please note that in this slide, I'm not going to talk about everything in phonology, no, because next semester on your third semester, if I'm not mistaken, you are going to take a phonology class, hopefully with me again, and you will learn more about how these phonetic symbols are utilized and many kinds of sounds and how words are actually pronounced. The interface between phonetics and phonology can be summarized with the statement. So phonetic is the one who gathers food and phonology cooks it. Phonetics interface with phonology in a number of ways. First, phonetics defines distinctive features. Second, phonetics explain how speech sounds are produced before phonology arranges them into structured patterns. And phonetic studies the articulation and perception of sounds, while phonology relies on these two key component concepts, articulation and perception, to make sound combination to form meaningful words possible. Now, what are the differences between phonetics and phonology? So first, phonetics belongs to descriptive linguistics, and phonology is part of theoretical linguistics. Phonetics deals with universal sounds, but phonology is the sounds of particular language. For example, the sound in English perhaps different with the one in Japanese, perhaps. I haven't learned Japanese before, but usually in those languages they are different. And phonetic studies of phones, while phonology studies phonemes. Phonetics deals with sound transmission, while phonology deals with sound organization. The scope of phonetics is narrow, but the scope of phonology is broad. Phonetics deals with articulation and perception of speech sound. Phonology deals with arrangement of speech sound into patterns such as diphthongs, triphthongs, minimal pairs, and you will learn more details next semester. Now, talking about phonology, we learn about how to produce certain kinds of sounds. You will learn how amazing our organs of speech are. to create a lot of sounds that can imply different meanings. So I want you students to try to guess. Perhaps we only know our teeth, our tongue, and our throat, but there's more of it. Okay, Damian, Desmond, you, I, I saw you are turning on your camera. So the first, which one is it? What is it? What is this? Okay, this is all feel rich. Okay, you, Becky Blackbell. Well, I think you have known the answer for this one. What is the next? Yeah, this one is heart rate. Okay, you, the pink one, Anya Forger. Okay, what is this? The one on this one. Do you know what is this? Okay, it is nasal cavity. And yeah, it's soft palate or velum. Okay, you? Okay, I think you are raising your hand. So what's your name? Because you're not using your real name. Okay, 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 church. What's that? Uvula. Okay, now the next. What is it? Nostril and lips. Okay, now the next. I believe you are familiar with this. Can anyone answer what this is? Yeah, that's your upper teeth. And of course, beside upper, what is this? Everyone? Okay, good. Lower teeth. Next, what is this? Throat? Are you sure? Oh, oh yeah. I forgot this. Sorry. This one is your tongue, of course. And this one, is it true that it's your cord? It's your throat? No, it's epiglottis, and this one is vocal folds. Now, what are the other two? The remaining two? This one is glottis, and this one, the last is larynx. Okay, great, thank you. So you have to pay attention to this because next, when then let's discuss about two main classifications of letters we know in languages. Of course, we know about vowels and consonants. In Bahasa Indonesia, we learn about vowels that are a, I, U, E, O, and the others, the rest, B, C, D, B, C, D, E, F, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the others are consonants. So how English defines consonant? First, consonant sounds are produced with obstruction to the airflow, which is interrupted or limited by the position of the tongue, teeth, or lips. So basically, the air cannot go out freely because it's obstructed by your tongue hitting the upper teeth or your lips closed. Consonants are speech sounds that are produced by a partial or complete blockage of the flow of air from the lungs by any of the speech organs. Meanwhile, vowels, you see, when you pronounce vowels, the air flows freely and your mouths are always open. A, I, E, U. Of course, I'm wearing mask, you cannot see that. Vowels are produced without constriction or obstruction to the flow of air. The air flows unhindered and without blockage during the articulation of vowels. Vowels are produced with the vocal tract open in such a way that there's no identifiable point of obstruction to the flow of air from the lungs. Vowels are speech sounds produced without obstruction to the flow of air from the lungs, and this makes the breath stream passes freely through the mouth. Now, for example, just like what I said earlier, you might be wondering how to speak like native speakers or to get rid of your local accent. Actually, local accent is okay, but make sure that you pronounce words correctly. For example, you want to know how to pronounce the word mobile. Perhaps if you check in the dictionary, your dictionary might explain the way to read is like this, mobile. No, it's not like this, but according to IPA, the phonetical transcription is like this, mobile. This is what we are going to learn next semester when you are taking your phonology class. And vowels. Talking about vowels, so This is the vowel chart. Actually, there are a lot of vowels in English, not only A, I, E, O, U, because the letter A itself can resemble many sounds such as the 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 letter A in bar and the one in can. It shows a different sound, and this chart resembles the position of your throat and the tongue. So front, close, close mid, open, central, back. So front close vowels are the E sound, or close mid vowels like a sound. You will study it further when you take your phonology class. Okay, and these are the consonants chart. Okay, perhaps you might be confused. What is this? Bilabial, labial, dental, alveolar, osveolar, post-alveolar, stretoflex, palatal, velar, uvular, and many more. And we have plosive, nasal, trill, tap or blab, fricative, lateral fricative, approximant, lateral approximant. You might be confused. What is this? This. The ones on this, the ones on this table is based on the places of the articulation. For example, dental. Wait, let me highlight. Dental means you have to touch your teeth with your tongue when you produce that sound. Labiodental means you are producing the sound using your lip and your teeth. Bilabial means you are using both your lips. And then alveolar, palatal alveolar means the tongue touches this hard palate when you are that touches with your hard palate, as well as including your alveolar. Interdental, if the sound makes you bite your tongue, not necessarily biting, but your tongue is between the two teeth, and many more. It will be too long if I explain by one. Okay, next. In phonology, we also learn about voice and voiceless sounds. Voice sounds occur when the vocal cords vibrate when the sound is produced. There is no vocal cord vibration when producing voiceless sounds. To test this, place your fingertips hand on your throat as you say the sounds. For example, the word pat and bat. It applies differently when I say the word bat. My vocal cords is vibrating, but when I'm saying pat, the vibration is not that high. And all vowels in English are voiced. Some of the consonant sounds are voiced and some are voiceless. Some of the consonant sounds produced in English are very similar. Many times the difference between them is because one is voiced and the other is voiceless. Two examples are z and s. Z is voiced and s is voiceless. If we look at the consonant chart based on the International Phonetic Alphabet, the ones wait let me wait sorry, I made a mistake. The ones on the left are voiced. The one on the right are voiced and the left are voiceless. For example, b and b. When I'm saying b, the the vibration is stronger. Mm, b, the, the. It's different. Okay. I hope that it gives you a sorry. I hope that it gives you a preview of what we are going to learn, and we are going and I'm going to give you an assignment. It's really simple. Please write what are these two words. I'm writing in a phonetical transcription. So you have to find out what these words are. You can try to pronouncing it to find out the the words, or you can consult a dictionary. Okay, so that's all. You, I am welcome to any questions, and and thank you for listening to me. See you next meeting. Bye.